Thank you very much. You might have guessed I've already messed up the agenda. Is that correct? Yeah. But always works to the best. I think we've heard from Sir Graham Brady. Sister Rahil is going to now tell us about the meeting's objectives. And with that done, we can start really address questions to Sir Graham Brady after that.
Okay, I'll just stand here and thank you everybody for coming here, taking the time out. I think this is not about one person, this is about all of us. And this entire move started with us getting burgled on the 12th of March. We live in Borden, and the officer here was there on the day, and it's lovely to see you here again. I think I was in a very different state that day. And just like all of us, my first reaction after the shock of what had happened and the intrusion in our privacy was about safeguarding ourselves, just us, yeah? But a few days on, and just talking to the neighborhood, and the fact that everybody was fearful, everybody was thinking they're next on the line, that's something that upset us more. It was more upsetting than what happened to us. It was upsetting to think that we want to only safeguard ourselves and we're not that bothered about the next door neighbor. And that's when this all began. And it actually came from a suggestion from one of the parents who said, we set up a WhatsApp group on our street and now we communicate with each other, we tell each other if we see somebody suspicious, because I did see two men suspicious on the day when I was driving off. But it didn't occur to me to either call 101 or tell my neighbors that I've seen two people whom I think are suspicious. Obviously I came home to see, my suspicion was right. So we started this neighborhood watch. We went door to door. There's my other neighbor over here. We were cold, but we went door to door and we spoke to every person on our street, not just informing them about what happened, but also getting them into the WhatsApp group. And this grew because every time you hear a burglary, it is on a daily basis. It's ridiculous. Every single day you hear of a burglary, unarmed people in the house, people not in the house, and you're thinking this is a national epidemic. This is not just me. This is everybody amongst us, you know, who's being impacted, affected by it. And this is what led to the creation of this bigger WhatsApp group. This is a community group. It's yes, I know it's local. It's about Altrincham, Borden, Hale Barnes, Timperley, Sale. But we need Sir Graham Brady, we need the local officers, we need the councillors to address our concerns, hear what we have to say and do something about it. If we make it national level at the offset, we will not have, you know, the opportunity of kind of taking it bottom up. So that's where this group began. And initially there were very few. So I said, oh, I'll call you all over at home and, you know, we'll meet and we'll have a discussion. And then it kept growing. And I think this has been about 10 days, 12 days since the group has been set up. And you can already see the impact. And nobody asked anybody to join. It was just a link sent around. And just the presence over here, sir, you can see that we are concerned. We do not feel safe. We don't feel safe in our own houses. You know, like last night we were watching a movie. I was doing work for this meeting though. And we've put a sensor on our side gate now and it went off. And we were scared. It was a hedgehog, that's good. But, you know, that's not nice. We shouldn't be having this. And I think what we want to really do is the meeting objectives. We want to get that burglary, that thing about the priority of solving burglaries back on your priority list. We have understood it's gone down. The criminals definitely have. Yeah? We want more police presence in the neighborhood. We all have seen, you know, the lack of police walking down our streets. We used to have that a lot. We don't see them anymore. Yeah? More stop and searches, you know, if there are people who are suspicious, doing something suspicious, if they're innocent, they wouldn't mind. But if they're not, then at least there'll be somebody who'll be saved. obviously reinstating burglary units, the officer who dealt with us said that they spend 80% of their time on vulnerable people, so mental health patients and people whom they are accompanying in the ambulance to the hospital. To be honest, now we are vulnerable. Yeah, we come in that definition of vulnerability. As a community, we don't feel safe, and so we need those units established. We have all seen a change. We've seen the decline, and we are living the consequences of it. Obviously, more efforts to apprehend criminals. I've got a few letters which I have stories of people which I'd like you to take away with you and have a read. And one of the gentlemen was actually in his house. He walked into the house when the burglars were inside, and he actually had a little bit of a physical fight with them. And he gave a description and nothing happened. The criminals did not get caught. I suggested to the police, I have seen them. Another neighbor has seen them. Nothing happens. So we're not saying that there is, maybe something is wrong, or maybe there is a lack of resourcing. There's something wrong. We need that addressed. And more neighborhood watches. We've done it on our street. I think we all need to. We all need that. And if the police can just even drop leaflets, or we can do it as well. But we need more neighborhood watch. So that's really the objective of this meeting. And although we turn it around, it doesn't matter. We are dynamic. So I think we now have Sir Graham here with us. We can ask our questions. Tell Sir our concerns, and hopefully get some actions from this. Thank you.